name is Ellie. Thank you all for coming. I started on Peerspace about a year ago, and thank God for everyone. We've done very well. I have a team of 4 people that help me out to get the space ready for you, for other guests that come in. I'll be going through some slides, but before I do, I want to introduce you to the chapter leaders of the Los Angeles County mayors, Brad and Deacon. Brad's back there in Burbank. If you guys want to come up, feel free. If you want to give 2 cents. We all come from different walks of life. I was never in the production business at all. I started from clothing, family-based business, which is the front half of the business, and then one day I had 2,000 square feet just sitting here, and I was like, well, I got to do something. So I Googled how to rent your space. Yeah. So, Deacon, feel free.
I'm Dtla. So I got into Peerspace because I've been a photographer for 21 years, and about a year ago I burned out. I had some experience with Peerspace. Some of my clients moved over space with Peerspace. Finally, when we moved into our current space, 2,300 square foot live work block. And I've done it because I needed a home environment to shoot lifestyle photography. I primarily shoot advertising. So everybody needs a home setting. They need a kitchen, they need a bedroom or something like that. And nobody wants to pay for it. So I figured if I live and work, I can also write it off my taxes. So, but a couple months in there, I burned out. I'm like, I can't do this full time. I can't do photography full time anymore. It started to kill me. It started to age me. Yes, I'm only 21 years old. Jeez, don't laugh too much, guys. All right, so I decided to get into it, and it became very, very successful. Maria and Sarah. Sarah's my wife. Maria is an undisclosed family member. She's family. She's a sister, aunt, whatever. And they talked me into turning our photography studio into a fully home. So I never had a home that big, and it immediately took off. We started booking for films and commercials and TV shows and photo shoots, and it just kind of snowballed from there. We get on average of about 15 or so requests per day. We turn down more bookings than I accept, so we believe very, very strongly in the success of Peerspace. Talk too long, so I'm going to
I'm Brad Buckman. I have a space up in Burbank, and you guys, I'm a photographer, and I had space. I actually had a studio in Hollywood for a long time. And Peerspace reached out to me about 5 years ago, really early on, and I don't think I even responded to my space, but it didn't really make sense. I didn't really pursue it. And I was living downtown actually at the time. I moved to Burbank with kids, and about 3 years ago, moved my studio. I got a retail space and converted it into my photo studio. And for me, it was interesting because as we were redoing the space, we just sort of ideally thought, oh, maybe we'll bend it out for production. We've got this blank rescale storefront, so maybe that'll be good for somebody who wants to film. You've got a kind of uncluttered storefront that you can do whatever you want with. And then Peerspace reached out again, and we started chatting, and I went live in probably March 2 years ago, and had our first event then, and we're coming up on probably almost 100 minutes, probably 90 so far, and we all got together about a month ago at Deacon's place, and it's just interesting to chat because all our experiences are so different, our spaces are totally different. There's also so much fun to happen. So it's really interesting to chat about everything, and I love that Peerspace does these events. I think we all learn a lot from each other about how to build space, and how to get more inquiries and bookings, and what to be cautious about. So,
you guys there. What I'm hearing is you get within work space.
Yeah, so it's commercially zoned, but we also live there as well.
So this is a complex, kind of a townhouse condo.
Yeah, like a condo type building, yeah.
And I'm on Hollywood Way, just up from Warner Brothers, and just a retail storefront.
So it is a region.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of 3 different types of places. So.
And their studios are completely different than mine. Mine is a la carte in a sense. They give you most of the packages. Their cost.
So you want to
Do your thing. Yeah, awesome. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So, I think we have enough people. I just want to go around. Thank you, Deacon, for starting. So do you guys want to start? Give us a little intro on what you guys have done. I guess we'll do one group teaching you kind of spoke to the family.
Yes. This is my family. This is Sarah and Maria. We work as a team. So.
Thank you. We'll go down, just quick intro, tell us a little about yourself, how you started, what's the one this event here, and any questions that you could ask. Please,
Hi everyone, my name is Faith. I have 2 spaces in downtown LA, just 10 minutes from here. And I'm about to vision space. I'm a makeup artist and photographer, and I started out with a small 700 square foot studio. And then I discovered Peerspace from a friend who let me do it. And then it all went from there.
Beautiful. Thank you, Faith.
My name is Romy, this is my partner Marshall. I'm in a 1913 historic home off the Sunset Strip in Fairfax. I'm very big in vacation rentals, and I'm very worried about the city's now regulating in the city of Los Angeles. I'm also an agent in the fashion industry, and I have an office in the California market for 25 years. That business
You
is
should
up.
close it up. It's an empty building.
The business is suffering, so now with the regulations, I'm worried because there's a very large part of money, whatever it's going to about Peerspace. They said, Peerspace is great, because if you're running a vacation rental, we're under an ordinance, but Peerspace is not. So I need to know how to elevate my bookings, so I don't have to worry about vacation rental, I absorb Peerspace, so that's what I am.
Thank you. Sir?
Gavin, and I have a rental space and a studio space for filming and stuff.
What city?
And a retail storage. Just right on Hollywood Boulevard, street platform, parking.
Good. Thank you.
Hey, thank you. My name is Tim. I run a place called Dtla House. Hills is my home. It's in the Hollywood Hills. We shoot a lot. We do events. I've been doing location drama for 8 years. We've had CNN, Cinemax, and we just shot a list of lot, magazine, all kinds of stuff. But I'm here because the main concern I have is, sort of like Lulu, converting them into closed deals, but not having to do it.
So to answer that, I actually learned something from Brad last time we met. Have a list of questions that you would ask them. And just literally copy paste it. It could be on your phone, it could be on your computer. I have a Google Docs. First thing, when someone messages me, thank you, Brad. I literally copy paste the same thing and I ask specific questions. So I know what they're trying to do and what they're trying to achieve and how I can help them. So
I mean, one of my frustrations is can I have attachments under your name? And I don't know, do you get phone numbers back?
yeah, people give their phone numbers. I try to keep all communication through Peerspace because I get a lot of inquiries. I can't remember all conversations that I have over the phone. But to go back to your attachments, you can always use WeTransfer.com. You can always download, you can always upload images, videos, Word documents, zip files, whatever you want. I use 2 gigs for free, which I doubt you use, right? And then the attachment stays alive for a week. That link stays alive for a week, and then whatever you need to exchange, what are you exchanging with? A contract or something?
Some people like, last night's email asked for additional photos of my wall.
Do you have Instagram?
Yes.
Every time someone, so go back to a deep
Here's my phone block my link.
what do they want?
On your email links.
I can't answer that, I think you should call them and ask that.
I think that blocks your email.
No, nothing else. It's way, even my website, it's mine. It's not that I Airbnb, nothing.
You don't think they block anything? I don't think they block anything, but as long as you keep it kosher, keep it all within the app,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
all right, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you.
Privileged, I'm brand new, I have a house in the center of the mountains, and just looking at meetings and, photo shoots and everything, for the 36 reviews of the mountains, so.
So it's your home?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I do Airbnb, I'm a superhost, I love it, so I kind of want to have the same success.
How are you gonna do house?
That.
And also, yeah,
Bank space, it's been.
And it's space on scale, it's the backyard of the house, rather than the house is about 1,100 square feet, backyard is about 6,000 square feet. So it's got a lot of overgrown trees, and spent many years building it into something Peerspace reached out to me. And at the time I was creating what they were asking, do you need space? Looking around, and it was really neat, really. So I went ahead and started working on it a little over a year and a half ago. And it's been very cool, a lot of productions, say, a good mix of parties and 4 weddings so far. Wedding receptions, all those kinds of things. It's really neat to see people enjoy the space. It's been a great experience. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Angela. I'm from the warehouse near downtown, and I've been in Peerspace about 2.5 years. And yeah, I was just curious to see if you're quite successful, but just to see how to improve it, and then I have some questions regarding the app and, things that I think you use, things like
I'll
that.
take notes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm Darcy. I've been a participant for 6 months or so. I run a gallery studio space in Venice. So we do everything there. Yeah. I do have a question. Sorry about the category breakdown. We have like several, so there's like the live, the offsite, pop-up. But then the searches are different, and I'm just a little bit confused as to how to improve each different one.
Okay. We'll go through it. I'll go live on the website towards the end. We'll go through it.
Yeah, I have a 1908 Craftsman across from the Los Angeles River, where even last night they were filming an episode of Westworld. A lot of filming goes on in my neighborhood. A building near me is going to be in one of the Quentin Tarantino movies, and I'm just wondering, I'm hoping to perhaps position my home as perhaps a place for exteriors, as well as events like that.
Okay. And if you guys hear someone that has a like location, it would be good to exchange numbers and always, give information. Because I might not be able to benefit you 100%. I'll try my best. But there might be someone that does something else that might help you out. I'll try my best. Sir.
Hi, I'm Mark. I have a small studio space to use for storytelling events. So I'm looking to have for a lot of small events. But I'm using this to all this stuff.
Thank you.
My name is Eddie. I have a roughly 5,000 square foot facility with a 37-foot diagonal site in East LA, about 3 blocks south of the 60 freeway. It's been used for all kinds of things: music videos, commercials, TV shows, workout videos, all kinds of things. And up until lately, I've mostly had other people that work with me, handling trying to rent it, and I'm trying to figure out how to rent it more. Everyone that shoots there, says they love it. It's the best deal in town, and we have all 5-star Yelp reviews and stuff. It's just really hard to get it rented more than 2 or 3 times a month.
Okay. Beautiful. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm Cash. We have a similar sort of space in North Hollywood. We have a conference, makeup, and so-called green rooms as well. And just to really find out how we can get more sort of booking throughout the month. Pretty much the same scenario. We're getting around 3 to 5 a month. Just want to see how we can increase it.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Hi,
I'm Amanda, and this is Claudius, and we have an old Victorian house in Pico Union, to the edge of downtown. And we're Airbnb superhosts as well, but with the changing regulations, we're looking to transition the space over. So we have 5 bedrooms, and we live there. So yeah, we just got the listing live like last week, so we haven't done anything.
Thank you.
Okay, I have 3 different locations, and one has a pool steep, so I've done some underwater photography there. And I had a hot air balloon in my backyard once for commercial, and I rented it last month for Tony Hale from Veep. They were doing an interview. Because the pool house is also used for a horror movie once, so I have different things within the same area. And then I have another place with a hair salon. So if people want to, have like a little beauty parlor, and then the front of it, there's an office space too. And then I rented a back house for another movie, so I have different spaces. I did a Bruce Dern movie on my other place. It's like an older Victorian kind of style, but they just remodeled it. He didn't know it was a bachelor fireplace, and he painted it. So that wasn't good, but it's in Hollywood, all of them.
Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Bill Ferrone, and this is Cookie, the world's only psychic dog. And we came here today because she guided me to come here, because we have a house that is very much like a little hobbit house. And it would be great for somebody that wants to do like a little fantasy film. Lots of trees, lots of decoration there, and it can be remodeled, stained glass windows, all that kind of stuff for a film shoot, or a birthday party, or a wake, or whatever you want to use it for. Just give me some money.
DJ, I managed to share all the space. Just looking at getting more uses for our business.
How many square feet?
2 conference rooms, probably about 1,000 square feet.
My name is Kevin. I'm an artist. I have a kind of famous art loft at the Brewery Art Colony that I've been renting out for about 15 years now. I got a Peerspace, which added to my bookings, so I think I've done about 500 bookings on Peerspace with it. And then I'm a photographer too, so I have a photo studio. It was kind of my studio, but I, like someone else over here who said they got burned out photography, same thing happened to me. I was just gonna give up my photo studio, decided to keep it. And basically, when I was about to give it up, was right when Peerspace came along. I'm like, well, I'll try to keep it and see what happens. So far, I pretty much filled every day, which worked well. But said it was designed to be a perfect photo studio for me, and it turns out it's a good photo studio for a lot of people too. Yeah. But the only reason I'm here is actually I'm probably going to be buying a new building that's going to be about 5,000 square feet. Put something that way.
It was built like a site wall.
Yeah, I'm looking at it into different rooms. I might start going into events. I know the gentleman from Burbank, I was at your thing a couple months back, and that's why I was interested, because I think I'm going to branch more into events and things like that as well. He was doing quite a bit.
So make sure you come to Deacon's event on June 4th.
Yeah.
You don't post savings. It's really important. Because I have parties here all the time, and I have a cleaning contract. I make a big deal when they walk in. I make them do 2 walkthroughs, so I show them the process. Obviously, as you guys know, the elevators are the most, it's not the easiest thing to operate. So we have like an elevator man based on how many people are there. There's like this whole thing to clean up, security deposit, insurance, bartending.
I don't allow more than 10 people in my place right now, so yeah.
Okay. What is your rate?
My rate? Both my places around $30, $40.
30, 40.
Yeah. I mean, works well for me. Like I said, I've been booking it. Yeah, I've been doing 15 years, so my places are pretty much automatic by now. I mean, pretty much they're just a turnkey thing.
People know Andy's on Instagram, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Thanks. My name's Clayton.
My name's Clayton. This is Emily. We run the Buffalo House. It's in the Valley. It's about 8,000 square foot lot, 2 buildings on it. One of the buildings we converted to a production office, mainly post film productions, some student films. Get a house with like set deck to where it's all production here in Hartford, so we're trying to make it a really film friendly facility, so it's like plug and play, animated. Everybody has their own spots, go, everybody should park on top of each other. We're trying to go more towards events, so this year we're trying to figure out how we can use this space.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sherry Jacobs, and this is John, and we have two properties. One is a residential property in Hollywood Hills area, and then I have also a retail cafe space in Washington, which I only have one booking from. The house does very well, but we only don't have one months, so but it's been going really well. So this is our first time kind of coming to a community event. I just kind of want to see how things are working for everybody else and get to know what to expect really for this platform. It's kind of what we're looking at. I mean, I think we were just really thinking we were just going to do commercial shoots and film stuff and photo shoots, but I mean, we got these as far as like company launches and weddings even, which is like something we never really even thought about. And then now we have a lot of other different that are just like from one end to the next. And so we're just trying to figure out, how this works, how, what's kind of expected in the upcoming months, and also how to get the retail commercial space kind of working as well too. I hear a lot of people have kind of interesting spaces like mine. So I'm interested to hear how that could actually work as well. So.
Hi, I'm Barbara. I'm a makeup artist, and I have like a modern house in Hannah's Park. And I started it last year to rent it out, and it's really beautiful inside. It's not a huge room; it's like 1,400 square feet, but I have a really beautiful outdoors and like giant energized, it's like a little jungle, and also I have like direct access to the park. So I have a lot of photo shoots there, like they don't need a permit for the park, and because there's no ranges, nothing, so I just take my out. And I'm here because I want to figure out how to get know it. Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, well, connection for a space.
All right.
That's helpful, right?
And I described it in my heading, it's all house for you, tropical garden. And mostly televisions, productions,
Hollywood.
yeah, Hollywood. Pretty much been on this place, it's a great place. And I really one of my problems is I really have to, I could get more if I really have the permits, but I thought. Yeah, so they've never used the bonds for what we call off-site. They try to do it. I've had a few very small events. I don't really want big events. I don't know if I could be here with small events.
And put a max quantity of people that are allowed.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, if I'm looking for any of your bookings, it would be a good way to do it by going to permits.
I don't know the city.
Huh?
I don't know how the city works with permits.
Oh, I know that.
Okay.
But I was just thinking one way to get more bookings, I don't have to three. I had to turn down 3 people this month, this. So you're talking about, you're talking about holding specific events that you know. Events that need, yeah, especially small films, even if it's photos, even if it's 3 people, you're right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but no, you see, I don't think it's a place to.
Might be the pictures. Maybe it creates.
Also, yeah, it's not a great mouse.
Yeah, I tried to turn this place into a more presentation purposes. I don't have to write out, I have to write it myself.
Right.
So I don't have a projector, I don't have a TV.
Yeah.
People have a projector.
Yeah, I don't even have storage space for those things.
I made my own stuff when I have events. I have a book that I give everyone, has like rentals and things like that. For this company, these 3 companies, I do that. I do that as a courtesy about that. I know everyone goes.
Hi everyone, my name is Skyra, I have been on the Peerspace, I guess, last month on the 28th, it's officially 1 year. I have a very, very large property in beautiful historic South Central. It's not far from here, it's like about 7 years. It's a massive property, it's like 21,000 square feet. There's a 9,000 square foot lot. It's a massive warehouse, but there's also a building attached to the front. So I'm a visual artist, writer, and I'm also a builder. So it's divided into various sections. So the front half is where I live, and then I have an art gallery in the middle, and then other huge open span areas, and then a big massive yard, like a container and an RV and different things. So right now I just rent for production. I'm looking to expand, and I only rent out 2,800 square feet, plus like a large, maybe 800 square feet living area, and a makeup room, and a park. But I have like so much more space to start adding on. And I'm thinking of, like someone here mentioned, adding more things to production, like going alongside with different other things. So I'm just slowly working towards it. I've done about 150, 60 bookings in a year. I book maybe, I think my average is like 17 to 20 bookings a month. It's been really, really, really well. A lot of my bookings, surprisingly, I wasn't expecting this, but a lot of them, I signed up for the instant booking because I was doing that anyways. Because a lot of the people who book like 3 to 5 days before their situation. Yes. Right? And I wasn't expecting that, and it's fine with me, like it works really well.
I have bookings that book the same day.
Oh, me too, sister. Yeah.
Would you come manage my project?
So far I have raving 5 stars and great reviews. It's been really, really amazing. There's always a course of challenges that you have to work through. And over time I found I've been able to sort of solve them, just trying things. I am interested in expanding, and I'm here because I really want to sort of hear other people's experiences that have that sort of do different bookings in the same building, because it's so massive and I can basically do it all on the one property. And because I'm a builder, I constantly building different things, and then I also props for that. So I'm just curious to see, especially people who rent out the homes.
That's another thing. Props are a big call out on us. So I started adding props myself. I made like a wall with wheels on it. One side with molding, one side without.
Yes.
And so they're either painted or do whatever they want to do. Specific. Thank you.
I've been on Peerspace in 2 weeks on Friday. I actually got my first booking 3 days after posting, and my English was horrible, so I was shocked. I was trying to work on, but someone was before the date. So I'm located downtown, and I pretty much need to learn everything. I just said,
My name is Wayne. My company rents the space studio in Hollywood, which is a black box theater space essentially. So we get, because it's just basic black, we get every different kind of thing. We haven't had to give it yet, but I'm working on it. Mainly, I'm trying to figure out how to price and how to sell our add-on services like lighting tech, sound tech. People are always asking for these things, and you just have to figure out how to price them and how to sell them front so that they don't react and say, oh, you need a sound guy? Okay. So that's what I'm looking at.
With props, you should always look at what rental houses have for it. Potentially be a little bit less. You already have the warehouse, you're not worrying about lugging it up. Like I have 4 or 5 C-stands that they can rent from me. I put for $2. It's not much. It's just really nice. It's a convenience.
Yeah. Hi everyone, I'm Mike. I have 2 spaces. I'm fairly new. I would say maybe a month on the house. And then some photo studio. Our house is in Silver Lake. render construction. The downside of the house is 4 levels. So people are like, when they're chugging shit up the stairs, they're like, we're not doing this again. I've had several bookings there. That's doing well, 5-star. Excited about it, hoping to pay for, some of the modern furniture and shit that we wanted to get, high-end stuff that we like, which is fun. So I thought when I go into the photo studio side, and that's where it's kind of not doing so a lot. The photo studio looks awesome. Spent a lot of time making it functional. So maybe some of the other guys that have photo studios, I'd love to get advice on that. It doesn't really come up in the search for Peerspace, which doesn't really, that probably explains some of it. As well as maybe you were saying adding a lot of words into the listing, so I'm going to read both of those there.
But there's not a search engine for words on Peerspace.
No. When you pop up, you might want to drop it. You probably know better than that. You guys, I'm sure we're just not saying that. You guys, I thought that it is. I talked to them about this. And they wanted the founder who was a coder, one of the guys was a coder. And we had talked about that, so they would test some new items for me. And I said, the number one thing you gotta address next is keyword search. I use the example of Capital. So I'm a film scout. I want to shoot something at Capital. There's no way for me to go through these listings and find something that, whatever the words are, keywords. And they sort of maybe not said, and that I think that for everyone is immense. Thank you.
My name is Mr. Berger. We were just trying to get as much information about Peerspace, so I think people ask in English.
Beautiful. Thank you. Did I miss anybody? We're good. Thank you. So basically, it all comes down to your title. You want to keep the first 5 to 7 words the most descriptive. So this is my studio here. Actually, one for our multi-purpose studio. Large Dtla industrial lawn is literally across the alley from me. And then, I've spoken to a few people from the top because that whole cancellation policy that we're all very set. But long story short, your first 5 to 7 words are your most important. So watch out. Probably want to reach out to your photographer friend, or any friend that you have that does this professionally. Ask them what your title. This is how I did it. I'm being honest. I started about a year ago and I this was I have about 420 something years. My price is really low, $35 an hour, 2,000 square feet, close to 2,000 square feet. I charge a little more on weekends, I charge $50 an hour. And then because of that, I charge when additional people come, so when there's like over 8 people, I charge a little bit more. So these are the ways that you benefit the customer and you help them more too.
Isn't the entire title search more than 5% of work?
No, this is what your viewers see. That's that. I'm not speaking about search engine optimization. I'm just when you go on the search page, first thing that pops up. Obviously, you yes. Go ahead.
I don't know if it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Carl, you mentioned that you charge more when they're larger crews. I have the same problem. Like someone says really large crews, and then someone says very small. But when they book it, you can't automatically add the extra fees. You have to add a custom option.
Okay. So when you go into your profile, I'm sorry. When you go to custom, I think it's custom. It's like a red line. Custom offers. You click on custom offer, then you click. It's how many people. I think the first question is how many people. So you put that to 12, 15.
But that's when you send it back to them, not when they book. So if they
Oh,
book
when
it,
they book?
no, but if they say, okay, crew of 30 people, it doesn't automatically
You're right.
charge more money.
You're right. They know us. Let's use San Francisco. Nothing is automatic. You have to do everything yourself.
Because it's a real problem, especially for example, if people book past 10 o'clock and charge extra because they want to shoot at 3 in the morning, right? But then I have to go back to them like, oh, actually, it's a lot more than you thought it is, and it's really.
Do you have that in your description?
Yes.
Okay, it's always direct to your description. It's always direct. They don't, I always tell them to read the description. Whenever I send them the quote, sorry guys. Whenever I send them the quote, I always in that little blurb that they're allowed to write, please read the description, and then I give them a breakdown. So it's $50 an hour, which is more than my 35, times 4 hours or whatever hours I want to book. And then I pull it up and show them why it's priced. And then half of them freak out, half of them understand. It's going to happen.
Is there a way for Peerspace to make adjustments to make it easier?
They're working on it.
Okay.
They're working on it.
What's the best amount of hours, minimum amount of hours that you feel gets the most bookings? Is it 2, is it 5?
Mine is 3 for you, you probably need more, because as I remember, it's a home, so you probably need more. And people aren't gonna come for 1 hour just to do one little scene. People will come to me and do one little scene. They won't come to you.
So what do you suggest for like a historical home rent?
I don't know, I don't know what that is.
What is your minimum now? I think it's 3 hours.
I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah, actually, I hired on my 6 and they got 4 but it's more, I think it's like 4, like graduates, like a lot more.
Because I can work and I
Okay, sorry guys, let's get back on track. At the end, send your questions all. Okay. Because I have to go back to Peerspace and give them all the questions you guys have. I'm taking notes as we go.
Okay, so that means people should ask the questions.
No, you can ask questions, I don't know, ask as many questions as you want. That's what I yes.
So, do you recommend driving your traffic offering the highest value for the lowest price?
For my situation, yes. I believe you have something similar to this group, so yes, you probably should. For her home, it should be, there's added value. It's a beautiful home, just like Deacon's price, right, it's completely different. He has a beautiful home, he has like expensive, furniture things.
Are there any more ways to drive traffic? Are there any more ways to drive traffic aside from adjusting?
I don't think, you're probably thinking like sponsored ads, something like that, I don't think that. I mean, from what I read in the forums, I don't think they're going that way.
Okay.
I don't think they're going towards that, right? That's what Laser does, and everybody hates it.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't mind me touching on
yes, go ahead.
What somebody has said, but nobody reads the listing, and everybody kind of like, there's ways to trick them to read your listing. Here's what I do. Everybody wants to know about parking because it's LA. You got to find a place to park. So I put the parking situation. I mapped our entire area so I know every street you can park on, which streets are 2 hours, which streets are unlimited. I put it in the rules section. So when they say, how's the parking situation? Oh, I have a list of streets in the rules section. So then they read the rules section. So if they break a rule, they can't say later on, well, I didn't see it. Because you saw it was in there. And I get so many cancellations as soon as they read the rules and they, oh, you mean I can't bring the speakers on 11 and pound on the walls and stuff like that. So I've gotten a few cancellations recently, but I'm okay with it because these were people who booked even when they looked at the rules. So there's ways to trick them to go back into it. So answer as many questions as possible in your list.
Can I make one quick thing on what you just said? At the end of your rules, put a $100 discount for anyone who's
It doesn't have to be 100, you can put whatever percentage you want. Right, I have yes.
Just a question about noise ordinance. See that application results. We have to, no party has a law ordinance and the body night. I guess no noise, no music, nothing on my property. We have neighbors adjacent. What about your space? Are there? Because I only have one focus first. Does anybody have any problem? When people come out, making noise, and neighbors complain at the police, and then you have to get it off. Okay.
So are you coming to June 4th's home safety?
Oh, man, it's going to be good. I'm going to tell the story about we're gonna make it available online. Because I'm gonna tell the story of when a renter kidnapped us. And what we did wrong, and what we did very, very right. Yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you very much.
Can we hear the kidnapping story?
Yeah. That's fun.
Yes.
I'm out of here.
I'm very wrong. He's very colorful, so so basically, I always ask my clients, if I can get their Instagram of their ruined past, and then I always use their pictures, repost it on my Instagram, and then tag them, of course. I always give them credit. But that way you can build your audience that way. So for all your newcomers, it's always good to have content for people using your studio. And you can even ask them, hey, can I put it on my website? Can I put it on my Peerspace? Can I put it up so that people can actually see what the listing is?
Does that get you any capital?
It has. People always ask me, can I see more pictures? I only have like 12 pictures, and I don't want to add more pictures because people will ask questions about it. I send them that way, and I put them through Peerspace. I've got nothing of it. I've got a lot. For about a year, I've got 1,200 followers, even though it's not a lot, but I do not get many. Through Instagram? I mean, people say that's why you're there. I think it's just a selling tool. I think it's just a profile, just for people to see what I have a lot of dancers that come in.
Does it make sense to shoot?
Hey guys, can we keep the conversation? Can we keep the side conversation?
Does it make sense to shoot? I've done a couple in the house of the actual productions, filming, and I will shoot a photograph of them filming. Is that what you mean by that?
Exactly.
And not so much the finished product.
Yeah, as long as people know what people would use your studio for.
Yes.
Exactly. Thank you. So, your profile page. Have a nice picture of yourself. I'm using someone else's profile. I think their profile is 10 times better than mine. So this is Charles. Basically, put a good picture. Your price. So going back to what you said, I agree with that 100%. You have to find out where your niche is. Like, I've been here for about a year. 6 months ago, my landlord ended up opening up a studio himself across the way. He did like 45, and then he does 10% off, and then he does something he's added, whatever. It doesn't work. I don't think these bells and whistles work. I think if you just keep it one certain price, and people love you for it, they keep coming back. They keep coming back. That's it. And another thing that always works is service. I answer to, when I'm in the restroom, I answer. When I'm in anywhere, I'm in a meeting, so give me a second, let me answer. Because right after they request us or require us, me or you, there's a, I don't know if you guys have seen, but a pop-up shows up, hey, you like this studio? That's what these guys do. So they're cross-selling too. So now you're competing with 4 other people that are in downtown LA. So if you can build that business and really answer, keep your response rate up, down I should say, less than 1 hour, it's always helpful. I know in the mornings when I wake up it's 2 hours, but by 11 o'clock I'm back to 1 hour. So don't get upset that when you're sleepy, you lose time, it's okay, don't email them, I did that for a while.
I have a question. You know what, the KDX is like posting images, but you can't just put these images around. Yes. Yeah.
Here.
Yeah,
but you can't move it around, but as I remember, this is a completely different problem.
Yeah, but I think it's not creating the bottom, like this thing, I can put it up images.
Email or Peerspace, so they'll easily guide you how to change it, or I can show you here towards the end. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm not trying to rush you, I just want to go through the whole number.
Yeah.
Are you going to put a 360 video?
What?
You can put a 360 video.
Oh, yeah, it's, but you have to have a share. So, take it to the, basically your floor plan. You guys know how to do floor plans? Very easy, take an energy stick, or a room. Like I have in my my 2D, I have how wide these pillars are. It's always good to have like a things sticking out like this. I always put that in there so they have a good idea. I always tell them ceiling. My ceiling is not desirable ceiling. I have 9 feet with these lights. They become 8 feet. Virtual tour. You can go to shared grid. You can rent a 360 camera. Or there's a service called Matterport. There's photographers if you need to. I can refer you to someone. But it's really cool. It's like real estate. It's how they do real estate. They take pictures. They go around different areas and they take pictures. And when you're a customer or your client, the potential client asks you questions, you can always say, "Hey, go to my description. I have a 360 tour and I have virtual 360 tour and a walkthrough."
Put a link in your description too.
Yep. Well, in addition to the website I use is Oculus. It's a free 360. It's a free 360 tour location.
One more I can show what our floor plan looks like. I made this and it saved me probably about 10 site visits a week because everybody wants to know how big it's so I measured it.
But you realize how
every wall. Yes, I am like this.
No, but this is really good. You can use this. I don't necessarily need as sophisticated as this because mine is very simple. It's a rectangle. You put this in the middle, and that's it. But his is
yes, I got down on my hands and knees and I measured every single wall. But it answered a lot of questions because people say, "Well, I just come in, I need to measure." Here's take a look at the floor plan, and that's one site visit saved. Site visits are great, but they can also be a lot of them aren't very necessary. So I try to answer the questions.
I answered it. I see that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, with regard to his and other people's questions about the is it that virtual tour you just click on it and it takes you there?
No. So it's a website that you start on one. So let's say the camera was here first, right? Then the client can go to there, to there, to there, to there. No, you have to take the pictures.
No, I understand that. What I'm talking about is on the Peerspace website is to see somebody on tour. Do they click on where it says virtual tour, or where the company?
Oh no, it's in your description and it's just a link to a to the website. It's not anything linkable or anything like that. It's just a copy and paste in the browser. So it's yeah.
You might suggest that it's applicable to the virtual.
I think they have bigger pictures. Yes, you're right. I agree with you, but I feel like the whole tiered pricing is more important right now. And they probably know
That's my question about floor plans. You said you want primarily outdoor space. I mean,
you should still do it. I mean, look at what residential homes. You should still do it. You should still do some form of floor plans. I don't know what it looks like. You're gonna get this question over and over again. Everyone's probably got this question a million times. And any question that you get more than twice, I always try to simplify and do something. I did a 360 tour after someone kept asking, "Can I see the space? Can I see the space? Can I see the space?" I don't like I don't like them coming because they waste time, they come here to spend 10, 15 minutes, and you're losing on a potential booking. So the way I work them out is I squeeze them in through someone else. So I tell them, you're gonna have 5 minutes, I let them know in the comment. I say, here's the address, here's my phone number, call me when you're here. You get 5 to 10 minutes, I can't guarantee you 10. And then if they want to book, if they want additional time, I say, okay, go ahead and book a half hour, and then we use it towards your booking. It's your house, it's your rules, do whatever you want. You charge them for the walkthrough. If they want a half hour, yes. Love it. Hey guys, please keep their side conversation. You can do it in the Q&A and have a conversation. Let me get this down and then I'll go.
So I was gonna add, it would be intelligent for those who have like large spaces, like housing, like you said, you have like 9 acres. I mean, maybe, when you work, if you would have like hired somebody else, like a phone pilot, to take these like aerial shots of the house.
You can do that.
You can do that, it's like, understand that if somebody's on the inside, it would be smart for you to understand the layout. If you got the outside, I would suggest, I mean, from my perspective, take a drone shot, just so you get the whole feel of the outside.
Or you have, don't forget.
They do, who are qualified.
Yeah, all you need to do is turn on, I think don't put Google Maps, I think Google Earth has that. So, there's a difference between this and then I'll take you next and then I'll go back.
Hey Dylan, so I have a large warehouse looking almost like, kind of like this, but not as cool. Dance studio. And I get worried that I'm not charging it. I'm gonna be honest. What do you charge? $45 an hour?
That's outrageous.
How much do you want to make?
How many square feet?
I've got 1,900 in the back and 1,200 in the front.
So you give them both, you give them both spaces for that price?
I'm sorry.
You give them both spaces for that price?
No. I give them 45 for the 19, and I give them 55 for the front.
Okay. Have you tried combining the two and creating a separate thing and then having it at a discounted rate?
Yes.
Yeah. How long have you had both of them all three so far?
I'm just getting into this, that's why I'm here.
I think you should wait. Maybe like 3 months and then you'll know like what you need to do. Don't make so many changes. When you just put a profile up, don't change it too much. You have to figure out what works for you and then change it.
Here's my biggest question. Do you suggest a listing for the front, a listing for the back, a listing for dance rehearsal? It's a dance studio. So a dance studio versus a production.
No. You're taking the same space and turning it into like 6 different spaces?
Yeah.
You can't do it. Peerspace doesn't allow it.
Oh.
I've been approached by my landlord
really?
His studio, and I emailed Peerspace, if he has his and I run his too, is that okay? He said no. So if
wait, hold on. So if somebody wants to hire my front studio for $45 for 1 hour and throw a dance rehearsal, no big deal. But if Spielberg walks in, I can't change my price.
Yeah, you can. That goes back to what Brad has taught me. You can change your price based on who's coming in and what they're using it for.
Okay, that's what I meant.
But you can't take the same space, create another listing, and then call it a dance studio, and then call it a film production, and something completely different, but it's the same thing. You can't do that. All you have to do is just add more pictures to your profile, so that people can see what you've done, or what the use of your studio.
But I can't get any more money.
I'm sorry,
You have different prices, change your price.
So I can't say like, so film production, $250.
So another thing,
that's all.
in my description, I put meetings are $50 an hour flat out. So that's the way I do it. So in my production, I also say, because I get the same questions, people reach out for an event, but it's an actual production, or vice versa. I get that all the time. I always refer them back to the correct listing that they need to reach out to me, so that I have separate rules in each one.
I have one more question for I'm sorry.
Thank you, no problem.
Okay, I have, one's a question and one's a topic, real quick. So, based on what you just said, I have property, I have a golf, and I have a pool. And so I've been thinking about having a separate listing for a package, 4 hours, dance and kids, and pool party on the weekends, 4 hour, $499. They don't need to come in, but it's for my exterior home, can't have this gas.
Yes, Charles does that. Charles has a studio, and he also has like a classroom setting, and then he also has the school
That are different spaces.
2 different spaces. He has 3 listings, separate and together.
Okay, my second topic, biggest reason I'm here tonight, I don't know if you feel like you covered it all, but the biggest frustration I have is having people inquire, a little bit of dialogue back and forth, and then they
Keep asking questions. Do you need any help? Are you still interested? Are you still interested?
Okay.
Yes, sir. I know I didn't finish. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't kind of have to go. My biggest thing is I accommodate people
too much.
We're all like
So I'm like, you ordered for 6 o'clock.
You want 5
So they're like, can I go to 4?
No.
Don't say no. Don't say no. You're gonna say this. Don't say no. Say no. And then let me answer your question. So the next thing I'm doing is spending 2 hours.
So when people book from 5 to 8 o'clock or whatever, they want to come an hour early, I say no problem. As long as I don't have a booking, I say you're welcome to come, but I bill you. It's very simple.
So
All you're doing is getting another 30%, 20% add on.
I know, but I also want to be accommodating. Can I say one thing? I'm not sure what kind of places you guys have. I have a dance studio. It's just like a bunch of children coming in there, coming in out every day. You know, so all I gotta do is really like spend an hour of cleaning. So then I'm like, of course you can come in.
No. I think you should build around it, so that you don't have trouble. When I start,
I just want to say, I say that it's all inclusive. It just makes it simple. People understand all inclusive. From beginning to tail end.
You should be doing hard times in, hard times out. Very simple. But if they want to come early, no problem. It's very simple. Half the people tell me, oh, no, that's okay, and then they come up again.
Alright, so our clarification will include on top of the end cleaning fee, preparation.
Sorry, what was that last part?
Preparation.
Set it up.
Or set it.
You mean for you to set it up? No, for you to set it up? For the client?
No, that means to be in our studio.
I don't recommend it. Don't forget, we can always build that afterwards. We had 3 days, I think it's 3 days.
I don't believe that they can.
I'm sorry?
I don't believe that they can.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Does anybody have any questions on this slide? Thank you.
An hour. Maybe confusing thing is like our studio on stage, and my rate is different depending on how many hours. Like for example, they want 3 hours, maybe $100 an hour. They're going to take 12 hours. I'm going to give $50 an hour. You follow me? So what I'm saying is there a way in that box to explain that?
Not in that box, but in your description. So what I would do is probably put your $50 an hour, they were on 6 hours or whatever it was, or in your description, and then say if you want it for less hours, this is the rate for this many hours. So do look at your price.
I hear what you're saying, but as a producer director myself, when I'm looking, when I see something that's available.
I agree. I get it all the time. We all get these in here.
Peerspace, people say it's where you have that in the bar working on it.
Okay, that's all. Yes.
And regarding you said you would charge per scout. I would love to know how common it is for people to charge for scouting.
Before I put my walkthroughs in my 360, I used to get a lot of scouts. Now I get 1 or 2 a week. Because I refer them to that. A lot of scouts. People come in and just look at the place for 5 minutes. And I don't do weekends unless I have a booking on the weekend. I'm very restricted. It's a pain in the butt. They come, they sit here, I have people sit and do like selfies here. I'm like, let's go.
I was just glad that they're being smart in that the price comes right there to even like just the base price. So say your state's like, I need $300 regardless if you're here for 4 hours. So, but this is the base. But
that's not how they price. They price by the hour. So it's not for I want X amount. It doesn't work like that. Okay. You can put all this information in your description, but think of your viewer. Don't just put text just to put text. Think of your viewer. If you're going to rent an Airbnb, what what do you want to see? What do you expect? That's what you should look at.
So the idea is that Peerspace is trying to push it to more of the customers, you employees.
Of course.
So you want to make it so that they feel like they're getting the best deal, so that number isn't so much like big, you want to make it interesting.
Exactly. You want to draw. I'm sorry. You know, I have a question. Something we should know. Do you know about the thing about LED? City of Los Angeles nuisance policy really affect? Can we see that? We should know it. Yeah. Thanks. Okay. So, anybody have questions about this? Okay. Thank you.
I do have one question about photos. Be quick, and you might not have the answer right now. But I have a what? I have a lot. Somebody's cut off.
Okay, go ahead.
I have a lot.
Davis, are you okay? Davis, are you okay? Good. Thank you.
I just have a lot of photos. The space has a lot of different rooms. There's a lot of different things that have happened. It's ridiculous for me to just add them and add them and add them and add them and add them. Is there a way for Peerspace to make it so that I can have folders? So it'll be like this is kind of the end of the same space.
I would remind it, honestly. Throw it on Instagram. It's a gallery. Instagram is your gallery.
It can't be though, because the Instagram runs two different businesses, and each business has a lot going on, and you can't add that. So.
They don't have folders. I know that. And I don't think they're, I don't think they're going to. Yeah, I don't think they're going to do it, honestly.
Just make it a website? Oh, we have a website, we have all the other stuff, and we're on Twitter and all sorts of stuff, but Peerspace is the most effective right now, it would just be nice to have, to be able to organize some photos more like.
Yeah, maybe make a different profile, just uploading all this. Look, it's a people have tags, you know, like the social media, like hashtags and stuff like that. You should do that. Like I have a pretty scripted. I use for Instagram. I use Hootsuite. It's a.
Well, Instagram is the issue though. Instagram is fine. I can't add all of our events on Instagram. It's just not good.
You can do highlights. So put them in your highlights.
I do stories, but I'm just saying on the platform it would be nice to be able to show space. I'm just saying you're giving them no.
I'll let them know. But they're probably not going to do it. I think that tier thing that they're speaking of is more important to do. Like weekends, how many people, what the price is.
We're doing all of that, but again, there's just so many different things going on, it's hard to show it.
So biggest thing is pictures. Make sure you guys take a lot of pictures, save your pictures, behind the scenes. Again, this is not my studio, but you can tell how big the space is, because when people look at the pictures, they can't really tell what this looks like. They really can't, it doesn't really picture of the studio. So if you need a photographer, Albert is here. He does all my photography for my fashion brand is here. He's helping out. Thank you. That's not the yes. So amenities. Like I said, I'm more of an a la carte type of studio, so I have wide range of props that I rent out for a very minimal fee. You guys get speakers for free. I charge them for speakers. Typically, I charge them like $5 for like this boom box that's sitting down there. It's not much, but it's the carry, bringing it here and setting it up. I have a lot of free items in there, but I have like sandbags and different things. Obviously, we don't only have restrooms. I don't have a kitchen. I'm not wheelchair accessible. Just things that you should be tagging or not tagging. Other is the ones that we can we can type in. So if you have chairs for rent, if you have couches, that's the best place to put it. The more information you have.
In the other section, that's when you add in prices for your extra stuff.
No. What I do is I send people to a Google form, and then they go fill out the Google form. They look at, okay, so I want, I don't know, 50 chairs. I don't have chairs. I want a speaker. I want a coffee. All this, whatever they want. Just do on that Google sheet. They rent it in there, and then we rent it. We have it in the studio for them.
So you add the intermediary to that?
Yeah.
You don't go to the third party that.
If I have it, I provide it. If I don't have it, I just say, hey, here's 3 numbers of rental companies, reach out, I don't like any, I'm just here, just like paying is a service. Right. So 10 is an alcohol, is a bartender service out there. So he basically, any parties that I have, it's in my word. I send him his way. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with getting a bartender, and half these people don't have licensed bartenders. So I send him his way. He has a very simple rate. It's I think 25 to 35 an hour. One is including tips, and then he also has a service where he gets alcohol for you. Again, it's for your client. So all you want to do is make it easier for them. Yes.
Speaking of licenses, I can do all appropriate things sometimes not so much. The film permit.
I don't know that very well. Brad probably knows this better than I do. Or maybe he knows film permits much better than I do.
Why do you usually require people to have a permit?
When they're over 15, 20, I ask for it. And then I ask for insurance too. That's another thing that I would never ask for insurance. Oh, no, nothing's happened. So, but now, because of Brad, now I know that anybody over a certain amount, I think you ask for every single thing, right? Oh, okay, so it's just for never.
So let me ask you this, hypothetically speaking, someone comes in and rents your space, they're shooting here, okay? LAPD or fire department show up and bust them. Are you in trouble? Are they in trouble? You're in trouble. I think I'm in trouble. You're in trouble. I think I'm in trouble. Because it's just a property.
This is a good time to talk about
amenities, are they listed as things that are included with your rental? In other words, I want to charge for lifetime equipment. Do I put that as amenities or do I not?
Don't put that there. I had a customer thinking that these speakers were free. I built like a little bit for it, so I put it in the others. You can always put an asterisk next to it after you're done, and then put in your description again. Your description is the biggest thing that you have going for you. All the information that you want to put out there, again, think of your viewer, think of your person that's reading it, make sure it's to their liking. You have to word it in the sense that they understand.
So then it should be included.
Yeah, then it should be included there.
That was my favorite say. I would suggest to me, like, I would say, like, the thing, like, I don't know who's out there, like, the things that you offer that you don't have a problem with getting put out. And then the other thing, you put it out, so I would put out. If you have, like, schools, then I would say.
Hey, guys, can you keep the side conversation?
You show some rules, so we can have a clear understanding. That's what we're talking about. This is like, where the difficult people don't know how to decipher what some people's descriptions mean. So to give somebody a decipher a long word that they just have, because I think what we're trying to do is just give people the smoothest transition with you. So I feel like things like that.
It's also to protect you.
Yeah.
Like I said, I put speakers in the amenities, and someone thought it was part of the studio, and I couldn't build it because they said it wasn't amenities. Yeah, so now then after they're done, I didn't build them because it was in the amenities, so it's my fault. The next booking, everyone knows. So every booking you get, you learn from each and every booking. Every single customer that's walked into this place, like I said, I have 420 and 20% haven't written me a review. All those 500 some odd people, it's like a different experience each and every one. So just because he's wearing a suit, it doesn't mean he's going to be professional. You have to realize that. Just because someone looks a certain way, don't assume they're going to be as nice as before. Any other questions about the slide?
Well, it's just like your tables, chairs, steamer.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about film or photo. I don't know.
What I want to do is look at other studios that are very similar to your home, or other homes that are very similar to what you have. Spend time. It's like Airbnb. When I used to do Airbnb, I used to look up what other people used to do, see what they had that I didn't have, that I needed to add. You didn't do it.
I have some tables and chairs. I
Ideas?
I
don't. We could have come up with sleeping.
Absolutely. Commercial has no regulations.
Right here. Thank you.
Commercial has no regulations.
Thanks. All right. Any other questions? All right. So the main change that goes back to the 2D floor plan, availability, update calendar. We're all on 5, 10 different apps. You probably get the most amount of business on Peerspace. You probably get bookings outside of Peerspace. So update the calendar as much as you can. We all get that email that says when you decline a booking because it's already booked, then we get that email that says update your calendar. Do it. It's better for you. I think Peerspace sees that, so you always want to be on the good side. They have a calendar. Yeah, message me on the forums if you guys have questions on my emails coming up too. Again, because you email me, I'll refer you to whatever information you need. No problem. So Spencer has like additional services. I can give you like a makeup artist, a photographer, a videographer, just like Deacon. Another, she helps out with like makeup and everything. So just little things. You have to make it easier for your guests. When you sit in an Uber, you'll see it in a couple slides. What does each Uber driver have that's different than the other? I've been in some that have like crazy LED lights in the car. Some have like chargers. Most of them have chargers. Coke, syrup, water, chips, and whatever. They try to make it a good experience. That's all you need. Try your best to do it. I know we all have to overachieve. You have to. You want that 5-star? That's the only way to get it. Any other questions? Parking, both days. This is Spencer.
Oh,
I took it from Spencer.
He's underground studios?
I don't know if he's, yes, he's underground studios.
Okay, I'm getting this a lot recently. We do with people that work like 10, like 13 hours and then finish like 2 to 3 hours sure, and then they look at you like,
there's nothing to look at. There's nothing outside. They book your time. They prevent you from taking it. You can't get another booking or you couldn't. So what's going to happen? There's nothing. You can't get another booking that out.
It's not like you can cover those 3 hours right away.
Yeah, I had someone so they put me a week before, he canceled the day before. I didn't give him his money back, but I didn't give him a portion back. I said, if someone books me, so cancel your booking right now on Peerspace. If someone books me, I will refund you the difference that they booked. So I did that. That's nice. It was a pain in the butt, but I still did it. Because to get money back, it wasn't worth it. Someone had a question, yes.
So I noticed it says underground studios there, and then you guys are talking about having a website attached. I was always nervous to do any of that shit for just like my studio, Sugar Flash Studios, because I don't want people to.
I wouldn't do it.
Or Peerspace stitch.
I wouldn't do it. I don't need to get. I don't think they're. I just wouldn't do it. You're sending them to your website.
Right.
You know, if they're feeding you, you should like try to take business somewhere.
Right.
I wouldn't recommend it. I have people coming here. We spoke about it at your house. People come here and they're like, oh, so if I come through you directly, will you give me a price tag? And I'm like, no. How do I meet you? That's the way you're gonna
In another point,
yeah.
That too, but still, it's the sense of, so I work with sales reps. I'm not gonna go behind my sales reps for my total just because of the store.
That's not what I'm saying. It's clearly right there, and I heard people talk about putting your website. And directly to your website, I'm like, fuck, that's exactly what they said, don't do.
Well, if you guys want to use like 30 seconds. Maria has activated a really good point, and it's about compartmentalizing. So we do a few things. We also have a clothing brand. We're photographers, and then we do the rental. We got the rental listing on a bunch of different sites. I want to keep everything through Peerspace. If I have a bad renter on Peerspace, I don't want them looking me up and bothering the rest of my businesses, you know, trying to do bad reviews or stalking my family or something like that. So I compartmentalize. So you want to keep it through Peerspace because Peerspace has got you back. As long as you follow Peerspace rules, are all going to have you back.
I agree. Yeah.
So if you're on different listings,
yes.
I can say, do you use the same name?
What do you mean by the same name?
Profile?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I only have one profile.
Yeah.
No, but that's on Peerspace, if you're on other pages.
Yeah.
Other rentals, not use the same.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Any other questions about this? So rules, going back to what we said. So when I first started, I used to get customers with confetti. I used to get them the colored smoke bombs. I used to get them the glitter. I have some somewhere. So have some. You're not gonna know what rules to put, but once you get these bookings, you will. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Don't get frustrated. Just think of, okay, next time I'll know what to add and what not to add. And then that same night we get the smoke bombs. Now I know when he wants to book me, I ask him questions. He's actually come back on his feet 3 times, and I asked him the same question. Yes. Any other questions? I think I have to upload it to the Drive, and Becky Drive, and then you guys will get everything for it. And all the emails. Sorry. I believe it's in your you can email. Yes.
Questions I have
is this?
Yes, like there's Peerspace, right? And there's you.
We're just, we get no money. We get zero. All 3 of us get zero. We're doing this for fun. We're helping you. That's all of that. Thank you so much. We're not making any money.
Do you know what I do for everyone in this room? For everyone in this room? Do you guys know how it used to be illegal?
Quiet, guys.
I'm the guy that fought the city from 1990 to 1995 and got the law changed.
Which law?
Everyone which changed for 5 years. Which law? Got the law changed.
Okay. Thank you. Brian wants to say something though.
Yeah. I just wanted to add something because, like you were saying, when you're first getting started and you get your first bookings, you don't know what to put in here, and that's part of what all this is about, is learning from other people to say, okay, yeah, glitter, that's never going to work. Those things are just a real pain. So just what I wanted to add real quick was after every rental, from before it happens to after, just make notes. You know, it's little things like, oh, they always ask for scissors, they always forget scissors, they need tape to put something on the wall. You know, just little tiny things, or having little tents that have your Wi-Fi and password. You know, just little things like that. There's tons of stuff I still need. Yeah, I have a big loading door in the back, but for events, it's got to be closed. And I need a sign. You know, I haven't done it, but some of the things you're writing over and over again. But just basically, after every sentence, really think about the things that you need to add in your listing, or your rules, or something that you can accommodate to make it easy beforehand or after.
What do you charge for scissors?
17.
I charge 17. So another thing that's really important, thank you, Brad. That's all rentals. So I have a lot of kids that come here, that's really important. I don't allow for any passive water. So no sophomore water.
No point.
Yeah, basically no more. Because I don't want something in the corner when little kids playing soccer, I have kids that play soccer here and do like videos of themselves. I don't want them seeing something weird. Yeah.
But nowadays, you have kids playing soccer and on video at the same time.
I think you need So I didn't clean up the record. So something's left in the corner. I don't see it. It's never happened. I'm just saying. You're listing on all 3 platforms that they have. So there's a web, there's a mobile app, there's a website. Not for Android, but iPhone. So take a look at all 3. See how your clients view your listing. Grab your phone. Take a look at it. It's really important. I found some errors that I made on the app where on the web browser you would show. And you actually see more on the web browser. So it's kind of interesting. I highly recommend it. It's really important.
And it only works on certain phones. That's one thing. The app only works on certain.
Yeah, I think it has to be a blue.
It has to be an icon.
I don't know.
I have a question regarding insurance.
Insurance, I believe, for what reason?
Well, I won't get back to this, I just started. So there was just only one client, they offered themselves, like, they had seen some insurance. The other one, they just came and maybe with schools or whatever, but.
Do you have insurance yourself? No. You don't have insurance? I think you need to get insurance. That's your first step. Yes, as a business, you should have this. If someone right now trips and falls, what are you gonna do?
You can take your house.
You should be careful. If you want to have an insurance company, you can reach out to them, or whoever, Allstate, Geico, they all of their services.
You need insurance, I'm calling insurance agent. I am not covered, even though I have insurance myself. If I rent out some Peerspace, I am not covered.
Yeah, you have to, no, you have to include, you have to tell them. So my insurance that I got is a film studio slash, event hall slash, warehouse, wholesale. So I have all three built in. So, yes, you need to speak to you.
But if you are renting out for filming, you must ask the guest, the client, to get the insurance coverage.
So if you need insurance per booking, it's $100 typically. It's called the eventhelper.com. You should go to that website. They'll make a custom link, kind of like what Davis does with his alcohol, whenever people have events. It's a pre-scripted form. They fill out the information and they get insurance for that day. It's day insurance. Yes.
Okay. Insurance that Peerspace claims. What is it? What is it good for?
If somebody sues you for like their personal injury, it doesn't cover any of your stuff.
It doesn't.
It covers people, yes.
Yes.
Yes. So
And I don't think it covers their equipment either. I think it's just.
Yes, exactly.
I don't think it's their personal. So if your chandelier falls, your chandelier falls on their property.
But even that,
I need insurance. I'm surprised you guys run businesses without insurance.
but insurance.
Because Peerspace is a great platform to introduce me to my clients, but one of my biggest things is that because they provide all this insurance, okay, well, what does the insurance actually do? That's what I want.
Why don't you need to answer that question? So I need to go on. Yeah, keep going. But I think that's a question to ask Peerspace directly, and maybe get your lawyer to read that. I don't think we can speak on their behalf on this.
I can say what happens when something is damaged.
Yeah, but that's a per basis, that's a per situation. I don't think you should.
Peerspace insurance is basically somebody sues you.
Yeah, like that.
It's to protect you.
Okay, thank you very much. Can I answer your question? You have a question?
Yeah, just in terms of like, for example, this woman was speaking about, like she actually has insurance on her home. She actually has insurance. So those people who have the whole range of commercial space, I guess, and they already have insurance, they could call their insurance person and just get it upgraded.
You have to
suit what.
Yeah, I think you probably need a loyalty.
You don't have to like go get more insurance or different, just call your insurance.
Yeah, not every carrier.
You could get a one-day rider also.
Yeah.
One-day rider.
No, if you're like someone like me, it would make sense. Why am I gonna get one day when I book I book at least like almost every day I book, right? So I mean.
Just increase, just up the, but make sure you explain to your insurance company what you're doing. Don't just add 2 million for the sake of adding 2 million. Okay, thank you. Anybody have questions on this? Okay, so I'm just gonna keep this simple. I'm not a one-man one-man team. There's like 3-4 people that are sitting in the back, 9 to 5, helping me get this studio back to normal to the next person. I highly recommend, I know you have 2 other people with you guys, you know, your assistant. It's always good to have an extra person to help you out. And set rules to them. Tell them, hey, I need you to clean this at this time. When they leave, check out. So I have that little dry erase board up front. I put everyone's name on there when they come in. Keep it unique to each guest. So if Stephanie is coming, Peerspace is coming, I write their name on it. You know, you always want to add over that. So they do that. They make sure the restrooms are clean, always good to go. Chairs, everything, put them back. Couches, put them back. I have one guest who comes in 3 days a week. Uses my studio. She's actually coming tomorrow morning. She does workout videos in the corner. I set up the studio for her. Not me, but my guys and girls do it for me. They help me out. So teamwork is really important. There's no way I'm able to get 400 reviews from me just doing it. There's absolutely no way. So I highly recommend finding good people to work with you and help you and understand your goal. That's the #1 thing. You want that 5-star. You want that power boost. That's what you want. That's how people find you. You want that instant book. I don't like instant book. I know some of you love that. That's the most.
So I have something very unique and I think a very good feature for goals. Do you think that Peerspace is a great just like having someone also like respond to your account, like be part of their account, without really having your password and your information or your like account.
I'll tell them. I typically do all the communications myself.
I do too, but
here's the thing. Every time I've had to delegate, but I'm the type A, so I need to be on top of it. Once I delegate to someone, my response rate goes down to like $2-3, and then the answers that the customer gets is not always the best. I always try to be on top of it. I'm going to Italy on Friday. I'll be gone for 10 days. My response rate is going to come down. But I go a lot past this all. I can get a virtual assistant to help me from India to answer all the questions. I put t-shirt on it. I don't want to do it. I like sitting down, about to go to bed, and I have to answer like 5 people. I'm stressed out. I'm stressed out. You guys have to make this very simple. Like copy paste. It's a lot of copy paste. I think 50% of my responses are copy paste. But it's sad, but it is what it is. You have to do it. Like for events, I have like 8 different paragraphs to them. You literally copy paste whatever they're doing, what I just said. Yes.
Access to the email.
You know what you can use? Okay, you just reminded me something. There's something called LastPass. Give me a second. There's something called LastPass. You can share the password with someone. So let's say I want to give it to Deacon. Just as a thing. I'm going to give access to Deacon, but he can't. I'm not going to tell him my password. You can hide the password so he doesn't have access to it and he can log on. You can't do that. Yes, Ryan. Sorry.
So Joshua goes there actually do that for someone. She's actually she's sick. She's dealing with some health problems. So I have access to her Peerspace account and I fill inquiries for her because she's not able to. I pass along the inquiries that are, appealing to her. And she kind of comes back and says, "Oh, that's great. I'm free that day for this event or not." She gives me 10% kind of the whole booking. So it's kind of something I do. It's kind of like a property manager almost. So it's something like that's an option for really just have a coach or a team to work with.
If you got details on Ryan's here.
I was just gonna make a statement when it comes to having other people probably use something like your Peerspace if you ever were to like do something like that. I was just make sure that the information that you have, like talking about what your Peerspace profile is something that's personalized or is more general. So it's like something there, something that you have to just use is actually like like a business and then somebody can slip in there so they say you have like in an hospital like a kidney or something like that. It's not so much like you have to go through this whole thing and you have to explain every little bit. Like that is not me because it's my team. That would be frustrating to me. I would say just make sure that these in the whole general system of business and not personalized. This is my name. This is who I am. You know what I mean?
Any other questions? Comments? Anything? Thank you. Alright, last thoughts. I already said this one, think outside the box when you go to an Uber, what do they have? add amenities, like I have a charging station right outside of the driver's mortgage. I have a refrigerator for them separate from my business. So anybody that does booking over the weekend, they have a separate refrigerator. It's a full-size fridge. I don't have central air, but I give people fans, so it cools it down. Respond quickly. Even if they're not your potential guests, I highly recommend you try to help them out as much as you can. It'll help the next guy. That's all we're paying for. So help the next guy out with certain questions that they may have. They ask you, but they go to someone else. Community forums, I think we've all been there. I think we've all been to see some of this. I highly recommend checking it every day. I try to check it once or twice a day to look at it. Always maintaining issues on site. This is a team work comes into play. After a booking is done, run in here, check it out, check them out, and then check it out here, make sure there's nothing left behind. People always leave chargers, people always leave everything. I found different things here, I always return it back to them. I think they have one of the space on the lights, so it's very expensive. He's left it here tomorrow morning to pick it up. Make sure your team members, I know this is some people that have other people on the app, I don't, make sure they answer their needs. Don't just answer them a yes or no question, try to give them full-length sentences. Any questions? This is something I pulled from the slides that Peerspace has. It's very simple. Qualify the guests, respond quickly, accept the conflict, be hospitable, ask for feedback. I have a blurb that I send people after they leave. Literally, they walk out, I copy, I paste. It's very simple. I try to streamline everything as much as I can.
What kind of response rate you did after they've already slipped their progress?
So I think 20% will respond, but typically I check on my so Beacon is a clear form situation. My clients close the door. I knock on the door and I see how they do it. I always check it on because I want to see if there's money in the system. That's what I'm checking for. And of course I'm trying to do that. So I'm saying after that, not 2 days after that, I don't do the 2 days. I literally do the second they walked out, I send them the message, and then a day later I'll call them and be like, hey, how's it going? Okay, you have an idea that once I got you, why do they care? They don't care. They don't care. But you should still reach out to them and show them. Okay.
You were talking about like having to reach out to them further right after they leave.
Yeah. In my blurb it says, unless it was bad client, I say, hey, I already wrote you a 5-star review. I hope you're keeping the same. I wouldn't say, do I need a 5-star review?
Well, that's
Yeah. Let's say like I wrote you a 5-star review. Do whatever you want. It's your business. You guys can do what you want. No?
I just want to know what is qualified against me.
So you want to see how many people are coming. You want to see what they want to do in a YouTube video. Ask them Instagram what they do. If the guy's going to be smoking, you don't want to allow smoking. Exactly.
I have a question. Like, we had like a single account for your own space.
Of course.
Yeah. Your space page.
No, that's the other guy.
Okay. Quick question is, the guy here said paid you with people who have extra hours in the business. I get it as an off the next.
There you go, that's nice. Sir. Sir, did you hear that?
What do you say again?
That's what we were talking about. I say, did you owe somebody, there's something, not even his situation, but something's on the line, but it's good for him, so you know, your power went out over the last hour, whatever. I just offered a 10% discount on that.
So if the problem is from you, it's completely different.
Well, okay, you're right.
If like I have, for example, my lights for my fuse, old building, obviously, the fuse pump, and I couldn't get light in here. So what do? I brought all of my soft boxes, I bought all my hot flashes, whatever I had, I gave them zero cost. So whatever you need, that makes it good if they feel that, like they're catered. I do it either way. I want that
5 I'll give them whatever, if the error is on me.
Yeah, but if you offer a discount on the next booking, then you have a chance to get more.
The clients that I get, if the power goes up, they freak out.
So I was gonna say, it works for your situation, what they were talking about originally, is say that the person ends up, you pretty much give them a reward for needing less time of your situation. So what that is, say it's like, here's 14 hours, and then then they say, oh, I'm here 3. All right, cool, I'll not say I would want you or someone to take it.
That's the best. So this is your, this is your business. You run it the way you want. He don't come in, just because he does it his way, doesn't mean his way is right. Sorry, my way's not right. Your way could be right for you. That's all that matters. Yes.
So to go back to, some reviews aren't really urgent to take it down, like a 3 or 4-star review, that just like, clients are just not happy to do it less than 30 minutes before. It's a ground floor studio, so I would let them wait outside. I'm like, sorry, your booking's at 1, you're here at 12:30, you're a little early. They kind of want to like get back at you, so they give you like a 3 or 4-star review.
So what you should say is, hey, if you want to come in, no problem. I'll just bill you.
I've done that.
Say,
okay. And then when they leave me review, what I'm saying is, go back to reviews, like, they will say like, oh, or you're not even mentioning the truth. Like, they'll just put something in there to make you look.
So I'm gonna directly address that. I'm gonna get my event. I'm gonna directly address that because that situation has come up more than documentation. I have 11 security cameras.
I have meetings with completely different walks of life.
So if somebody says that I said something, I better darn well say it because I'm gonna pull that footage and I'm gonna send it to Peerspace. If I'm right, they're wrong, Peerspace is gonna pull their.
Make sure you have audio recording. Make sure you have audio. For 4-star, 3-star. You didn't probably give them enough. I've had people reach out to me and leave me a 1-star review for, I forgot the reason, but I had enough information for them. So yes, they do, but it has to be, you have to have a lot of information. But you should have a recording, I don't have audio recording.
So hang on, if you don't mind, this is gonna be covered in the next feedback. But you want documentation, as possible. The moment they get within 10 feet of our door will start recording. They walk in, a sensor records the time that they walk in, everything that they say, or everything that is.
Thank you. Give me 1 second.
Well, I understand. With the whole, dealing with guest clients, if the day of booking they arrive, you've already gone through all these different, possible scenarios and conversations you had with the booking before they got there. What they're looking for, like, is an event, let's say, and they're looking for a celebrity coming. And the day of the event, they come. And then it's like, well, we need this. And I thought this was going to be the
What's this?
They want to know who is a celebrity.
Was it part of your description? Was it part of your pictures? Was it listed?
It was all a hustle. We got hustle.
You want it? No problem. Have a price for it when they come in. So it's $25 an hour for that little room you want.
Basically, what they basically tried to do was say, okay, well, we're gonna not do this today, we're gonna leave now. And we don't get this.
I'm sorry. You want it? If you want it, I will pay you.
But we listen to more generous.
And we're just like, what do you want to know? You know what I mean? You get that.
Okay, I got a really super secret trick that you might all want to know. I know this is on every agenda, but there's this too. If you think somebody should give you a bad review, I had a little conversation the other night that just go fucking crazy. I'm gonna report you. Shut up.
Let them report you. No, you did nothing wrong.
I did nothing wrong.
Peerspace will back. Right. They back up and seriously.
If she writes a review, they will not release her review until they get your review of her.
You can't, look at another booking.
until you read that review. You can't hear them.
It's not that big, but knowing clients, when they read reviews, they end up saying something else other than, she wouldn't let me in, so yes and no, okay, that's another conversation, thank you. So I'm gonna introduce you guys, to Davis from Dtla. Like I said, he's created a website where if you need bartending service, if you need someone to come down like Ryan to help out, like Davis to come help out, that's what they're here for. I think his rates are fairly inexpensive. I mean, my brother had a party, and I said he was in, he didn't end up having a party, he will soon.
Sure, I'll be. So we, this is company 10, we are a managed marketplace for events. What it means is we have a great network of bartenders and servers we recruited in that day, but here's the general areas we serve. And then on the right, a ton of clients we work with Peerspace, over concierge team, and also with individual Peerspace hosts. If you go over that a little bit. Forward partners, caterers, so this is, I think we will get with like some of the kind of venues on Peerspace, some of the very favorite venues we work with. It's a big pool, a lot of times you guys don't have like 7 years of doing things. A lot of venues that operate for 25 years, well, when I started doing this, so very happy. Things are really sort of like one of the cool things is we help you operate like they established it, right? If you want to offer in-house staffing, we can help you do that. If you want to offer in-house bartending, in-house alcohol packages, we can help resolve. So that we work with a variety of different types of venues, a variety of types of ways. But if you're doing primarily photo shoots, maybe not so helpful, especially a bartending scene or something. But if you're hosting multiple events, I think it would be helpful. I have 3 sort of areas here where I think we can help. One is like if you are new to this, helping you navigate alcohol regulations in California, which is not a fun topic, and it's kind of difficult to figure out what you can and can't do. Last month I actually, at Brad's venue, we did one of these little and specifically focused on this. I gave them some chat on it, so if you have questions, happy to have that over there. What you're allowed to do, when you're allowed to do it, when you have to get a license or any questions related to that, I have it all out of it. But you handle a license. We can't handle it. So we now have a license to serve. If you, for example, wanted to have a cash bar, that requires an additional license. We can't get that if the circumstances are right, but only because it's a sales transaction. But you can't sell it. But yeah, they just want guests, we want guests to come in. And they're bringing their alcohol, it's a private event, there's a couple of other criteria in it. And as long as you have a license to serve it, the operator is assured we are going. So, number 2 is protect your space. So, kind of like menu you have, I always say it's nice to have the bartender be responsive to you versus the clients. If you're a cousin, right, if there's some issues happening, the bartender's worried, right, about the person who hired me, the person who's reviewing me, what kind of things to them, and then the menu managers over here. So I always think it makes sense to have that person on your side. And you're hiring us, you're doing us, we're loyalty, if something's too wrong, we know we should cut them off. It's hard.
And he's actually, if you remember May 4th, we had a client that actually canceled because there was just miscommunication between Davis and him about alcohol, and he was thinking a completely different thing. Davis explained it to him, and then I had to explain it again, and he said, okay, I'm not doing it anymore. Because it just didn't work out. So, Davis has helped me
when I first met him, he answered all my alcohol questions too. So he's great at it, he knows what he's talking about, he can get the ABC license as well. Yeah.
Question as far as those of us that have homes, that sometimes there's like a 9-pound chef come in, we want to do an event where he basically made food for some clients or 8 clients, and he had like 25 people we wanted to do. But I'd be able to look if somebody got in, they drank too much wine, they got in a crash, as the Peerspace closed, could that fall back on me if I did not have you in my space as the alcohol?
I think it's a BYOB thing. If they're bringing out, I mean, you should have. Sure, as no, we might try, but as long as you're not serving there.
Okay.
Well, then we use the BYOB, does that mean they bring the alcohol, you're not necessarily, but generally provided, sure. I would reach out to the ABC, but allowing people to drink your space as long as you're not serving it. If they do something, you're not. So the person serving is one of that line.
Yeah, so underage situation, same.
Yeah. So keep it on underage, you're allowed to drink underage alcohol. That's.
Where do you go now? Okay, BYOB then.
You should be carded.
You get a card of everyone.
You should do risk this is why a couple little houses that has a house like Hollywood, and he just, it's like a mandatory thing. You're gonna have the alcohol served, tell parents, teach people hanging out in the backyard, but you have alcohol served in the alcohol. So people have like various family coming in, kids are going to dinner, we can take these maybe from you guys certainly, but yeah, if you want to take it like to play totally black and white, you gotta watch it.
Do your bartenders request ID?
Yeah. You give them certain instructions, they'll do it for you. I mean, as long as it's within, we did one last week, it was a USC model blend party, so I made that was like, fine, but we need to have wristbands.
Yeah, those USC parties are not.
So then someone has to have you check the door and wristband.
Yes.
Correct.
So we do the time to get that out, man. Okay.
I'm just wondering, like, I have a ton of music videos at my property, and oftentimes when I come to close out, I see like bottles of vodka, and of course they drink. Do I have any kind of liability if something happens to them? Because I wasn't there, when we were there, but just know that they're.
She should hardly, but I can see her saying.
You don't see bottles? First thing, you don't see bottles coming in?
No, because I check them in, I'm not there the whole time, I have like 10 hours.
Do you have cameras?
Yeah.
It would be good to check them out.
But if I don't see that there's alcohol and something happens,
You don't check your client through those 10 hours at all?
I call them, check it, but I'm not always on the property.
The only thing would be, as long as everyone's over.
No, I'm not worried that if they get in a clash or something afterwards.
But you're not serving, but you didn't. Going back, thank you. So there's a lot of like fringe cases that we can talk about. So that's one thing, bring your face, that's the short pitch pattern. Whether it's us or someone else, you should have someone bartending you trust on the other side. That's just good practice. And then the last thing, which I think is in terms of like maybe make it like easier to get all these requests, is alcohol, we're asking people how much stuff. So we actually have sort of like custom forms we do together. So this is like for Ellie, this is the web page, so it's 10.x/studio-b. You go to that, you like you can create a display, you customize the skills. So yeah, we work already. So we can do this pretty quickly. So you go to the top, but you like have specific questions that you want to know from the mentor. You can do that and customize the skills. And then when they fill out and they're approved and everything is good, they just reach out to you. If you have any questions, is there anything that's fishy? Is there anything I should know about? You know, it's a relationship. That's the best part. It's not just he's bringing events. That's it. No, that's not how it works. He's with me.
So I get, I'm sure everybody here, but I want to get to say that I get these requests you know, some mom wants to throw a graduation parties, I want to put a mom party, 30, 40 people, something like that. And they bring alcohol, put alcohol on the table, right? And am I going to have to say, I have to see everyone my dating wristband, basically?
You should ask for to you. Up to you. Yes. You should check for any of them.
Okay, yeah, like, I can't, 14-year-old ends up sitting right anyway, this mom is in charge of the party.
Do you want tennis?
No, I was.
Yeah, it's like a last night on drink. Just make sure they don't drink. If you see them drinking, just say, hey, I cut it up. The party's over, it's done. We close out events or parties or production or whatever. You have the right to cancel the booking. At any point, the moment they walk in,
Right.
to 5 minutes before they're leaving, you can just say, you know what, I'm sorry, thank you very much, have a good day.
Right.
The party's over.
Way bigger problem.
Okay, someone else have a question? Yes, sir.
So when we want to offer the service, put that in the description to check his link out.
He gives you a link. He gives you a link and you're good.
So we're gonna have a little sign up sheet, just like what your email in, just like I'll email you, respond, we can like create this for you pretty quickly.
And like, they'll put it in your description and we'll get a live URL.
Yes. It's not gonna be live URL. It's, all I have to do is just copy paste.
Okay, if you
Later,
like,
so yes, it's live.
you could have a non-Peerspace link, you can have it all,
Yeah.
or you say, hey, you pick it.
Right, but in the description, you can't type holes.
But it's okay, though. You can still have it. Any other questions? Okay, so, as you guys know, Deacon's having an event. Before you guys leave, just make sure you take a look at this. So host safety is really important. I'm surprised you're operating without insurance. I was thinking about it. Yeah, you guys really need the insurance. I think it's a really important thing. Confetti rules, all this stuff. I believe that Deacon can talk about. I highly recommend you guys come. RSVP is free, obviously. If you take your iPhone or your QR code reader and you scan this, you'll go directly to that website.
Could I mention the party rooms now? Will they be party rooms?
Yes.
Let's stand up. Any of you that are having events or parties, frankly, even filming at your property, I think need to be aware that on July 1st, the LAPD and some of the city of Los Angeles is instituting a new law that basically says that if there is a nuisance complaint against you, whatever, noise, somebody put a beer can in the neighbor's bushes, whatever, any nuisance complaint, first violation, $50. Residential. Second violation, $50,000. So, look it up. Third violation, criminal.
No way. So are you saying that if someone, if there's an event at someone's establishment,
Yes.
and someone, for whatever reason, decides to call and make some sort of complaint or whatever, right? A police report. So they make a complaint and then, so a complaint and police report are two different things, right? There's a complaint.
Yes.
But the complaint can or cannot result in a police report. A complaint can or cannot result in a police report. Because the report is written up, police take it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know what the
So
definition
if it goes to that,
Yeah.
then you automatically have to go on the first time. Then you have the second time.
Right.
So how do they distinguish whether that law is actually?
They can give you a ticket, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna pay the regular court to drop it, because the burden of proof is on them.
Because I mean, how can you, who is to say, I mean, 50,000.
All I would say is, just Google it, look up the ordinance, look up the law.
Is it just city or county?
I think it's just the city, because they got a lot of complaints from shared homes and stuff like this, not on that. And do not take my word for it, I'm just advising you to do your research.
So I wonder if it's more residential than Like, it's typically been our space or, things that has on building. We should look at it.
Everybody should look out for themselves.